Hi, guys. It's Alex Strauss here, author of The Mindful Walker, creator of the Present Company podcast. And it's been a while since I have come to you via video, so I thought I would just make a new video today. I'm here in the what I fondly refer to as the Mindful Walker Studios, aka my deck, because it is a beautiful, warm, gorgeous day. And you guys know there's no place I'd rather be than outside. So I'm talking to you outside. I want to talk to you a little bit today about how about okay. So usually I have a really specific agenda, right? And I have something very specific that I want to teach you and explain to you and share with you. And I usually try to make sure that there's some kind of takeaway that you can go and apply to your life. Today is a little bit different because I want to kind of invite you behind the scenes a little bit and share with you some of the thought processes that I'm going through as I kind of evolve my business and work out, how I'm going to best be able to serve you and for you to kind of find out where I'm at and what I could potentially offer to you, okay, in your life and in your business. So you guys know that I wrote The Mindful Walker in 2016. If you're on my list, you've heard me talk about that. Nice little book about walking in nature, walking mindfully in nature specifically. And that came out in 2016. It's available on Amazon. It was a bestseller. Very proud of that. And second edition actually will be coming out later this year with some new stuff in it. But you'll hear about that later on. And then after I wrote The Mindful Walker, I think I've told you, I spent a lot of time, a couple of years, talking about walking and talking about nature and talking about the things that nature can do for our health, our mental, physical, and our spiritual well-being. And a lot of people resonated with that message and were really excited about that. And I was excited about it, am excited about it, and I'm always happy to talk about that. What I found was that a lot of the people who gravitated to that message and who were communicating with me and who were following me were people who were creative people, were people who had either had a business of some kind, wanted to start a business, people who wanted to write a book, people who were artists or creators of some kind of writers. A lot of the people who were gravitating to this message were people who had some kind of creative impulse in them, whether it was their vocation or their avocation. They were creative people. And I began to feel like, I really, to best serve these people who are coming to me, and honestly, to honestly share what's coming from me, because I'm in that category too, I really need to sort of focus more on the things that nature can help with in terms of our creativity, right? And our running a business from that. And because I'm an entrepreneur, I know a lot of you guys are entrepreneurs, or you want to be, or you're artists, you're coaches, you're writers, you're creative people of various kinds, right? And you listen to this message and you resonate with this message when I talk about the connection between creativity and nature, between running a business and being connected to the greater mind by spending time in nature. Like, you get it. And I know that you guys, I have not been that great. I'm still not that great at articulating this. Okay. I'm working on it. I think I've gotten better over the years than I used to be, but it's not easy to talk about the way these things come together. But I want to share something kind of powerful that happened to me earlier today and a lesson that I took from it. I was out for a walk because I walk every day. If I can, I walk a couple of times a day. Because when I am walking here, when I'm outdoors walking, and sometimes it's just 10 minutes, sometimes it's longer than that. I like it to be longer than that, but I don't always have the time. But when I am walking, that's when I connect most deeply with my intuition and, frankly, with whatever thing it is that is outside of us that inspires us. and informs our thinking. And whether you call that universe, the deeper mind, whether you call it spirit or God, many names for this. But when I am in nature, that's where I connect with it. And that's when I'm able to quiet my crazy overthinking mind, because I'm like a lot of you, it's going constantly. It never shuts up. And so spending time outside is a way for me to get it to just calm down and be quiet so I can listen. And while I was listening today, I got a very clear message, because I was asking a question, as I do sometimes when I walk. And I've done some videos on this. One way to kind of get clarity is to go out on your walk, or go out into nature, or go for your meditation time with a specific question in mind, and sort of lift that up to the universe, and then wait and see what happens. And so that's what I did. And I asked, help me know how to explain how connection with nature connects with being a creator, being an entrepreneur, or a creative person. Because I feel like I'm not always great at figuring out how to talk about the two. And while I was walking, and I'm not making this up, no kidding, a list just like downloaded into my brain instantly. That second snap was not very good. Instantly downloaded into my brain. And I did not have my phone with me. Because I tell you guys, you need to like have your focus time. So leave your phone at home or turn it off. And this time I just left my phone at home. So all the way back, I had to say the list to myself over in my head, because this is the list. And I'm not kidding you. It came into my head in 1 second. And then I had to spend the rest of my walk memorizing it as I walked. And this is the list: vision, purpose, happiness, health, resilience, strength, focus, energy, clarity, peace. And that all came to me just in seconds as I walked. And I didn't make it up. And I didn't sit there and think, like, what are some ways that nature helps us? Or I didn't think any of that. I asked that question, and then I walked on it. And I waited, and I stayed open. And that list came to me just out of the blue. And then the rest of the walk, I was going vision, purpose, happiness, health, resilience, strength, focus, energy, clarity, peace, all the way home, so that I could remember. And then I wrote it down. Then I wrote it down on my phone when I got back. So here's my takeaway from that. Number one, it's okay to take your phone with you as long as you have it turned off and it's not distracting you. But sometimes I'll see like something beautiful I want to take a picture of, or I'll have an insight like that and I want to save it. So I'm saying, I'm changing my tune on that, and I say it's okay. It's okay to take your phone with you, but you're not allowed to listen to it, and you're not allowed to play with it while you're on your walk, while you're having your quiet time. But the second thing I took from that is that these are the things that I need to be talking about, and that I need to be sharing about, and that I need to show you and be talking about how, for instance, vision connects with the vision that we can get from being connected to nature, connects with running an entrepreneurial business or any other type of creative enterprise. And there's a very, very clear and powerful connection between getting your vision and connecting it with your creative venture, whatever that is. And so that's the first thing. That's where I'm going to start. I'm just going to go through the list, friends, just exactly as it came to me. And vision was the first thing on the list. And then the next thing is purpose. So for the next several weeks, I am going to go through each one of those things on the list, and I'm going to be talking about it on my podcast, the Present Company podcast, on occasionally on videos. I'm just going to go with kind of whatever strikes me. If I feel like my purple hair is in okay shape, I'll make a video, and if it's not, I'll jump behind my microphone and I'll make an audio. I'll make a podcast. I do make a podcast. I am making podcasts each week, so make sure that you subscribe to the Present Company podcast. And I'm just gonna start down that list, friends. And I am excited to see where this leads. If you are a person who has a business, wants to have a business, wants to write a book, has written a book, is involved in some kind of creative enterprise, if you paint, if you make things, I feel like there can be some powerful insights in these messages for you. And I really hope that you will stay tuned, that you'll watch for messages from me, and that you'll subscribe to the podcast, and you'll be a part of this conversation. The other thing is that I'll be opening a group soon that I'm going to be inviting folks into who want to talk more about this message and want to engage with me about how our connection with the natural world plays into what we do professionally and what we're doing with our lives and our creative ventures. If that's something you want to talk about, if you want to connect with other people who want to have that conversation, then please watch for that email from me, and let's get in touch. Let's be a part of a group, and let's be a part of making a movement. Okay. And yeah, I still have dogs. You guys remember I have dogs, right? Sometimes this happens with the dogs. But anyway, that's where I was going with that. Please watch for and listen for some messages about vision in the upcoming week. I'm going to go in actually and record the next podcast right now. We're going to be talking about vision in your business and its connection to nature, and how to have more vision for your business, get clear on your own vision for your business and your creative enterprises by connecting with nature. I am really excited about where this could lead, because I really strongly feel like this came up from somewhere really deep. And I'm trusting that I can be the faucet, and that force, that source, can be the water. And I'm just going to let it flow, and we'll see where that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching today. I love you all. If you're not already on my list, be sure to join at themindfulwalker.com. It's also alexstraussonline.com. I've got a free training on giving yourself an instant raise with natural elements in your workplace. It's really good. All right. See you guys. I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye.